I'm Scotty Rock.
And I'm Nate Danger.
Oh yeah, today, Danger, what are we talking about, bud?
Today we're going to talk about 5 newer bands that hair metal headbangers need to know about.
Yeah, man, check this out. So we got 5 bands that we've Dangerous went through and selected. And man, these are banger bands, man. How'd you find these guys?
Banger bands. And I think we grew up, we're a little on the older scale. I know we look young, and but
Young and
we're
beautiful,
getting
I
up
get
there.
that. Yeah, right.
And sometimes we don't have all this time to go source out new music. And I feel like lots of people maybe are kind of in our same boat. So we thought, here's a good opportunity. Go through some newer bands that kind of have that old school flair.
Yeah, man. Danger, that's a good point, man. Here's a bit of a science fact for you that people generally don't go beyond the music that they grew up on. So your high school, university era is generally what sticks with you for the rest of your life. And beyond that, generally you don't go and find new bands.
And that's why we love Rat.
I know. That's why we love Rat so much. But like, I love new rock and roll. And I read this thing the other day that rock and roll is dead. Gene Simmons has said it, some other bands, and they're saying there's
Marilyn Manson.
There's no bands that are coming up that have that rock and roll. There's no GNR. All the rock stars that are out are all like 60 plus, right?
Yes.
There's no younger versions coming up.
But there is.
That's the best part.
Yes.
And that's why we're here. It's to save your soul.
Save your soul from
rock and roll.
the heavens.
Yeah, right.
It's like Motley Crue.
Oh yeah, right. Save your soul for the... Yeah, right.
For the promised land.
Okay, man, so rock and roll's not dead, it's alive, it just doesn't, like... I don't know.
It's not in the forefront.
It's not in the forefront. It's these bands are still sort of coming out of the clubs, playing arenas, opening for established bands.
Yeah.
They're trying to make it just like any other band in the world.
But I feel like some of the rock and roll attitude is coming back.
Oh, man.
And
it is.
I don't know. I feel like that. I'm hoping for that. I'm fingers crossed for that. Because for so long there was so much music that honestly it didn't catch me. I wasn't engaged in it. Right. I wasn't emotional with it. Right. And now I found some bands that I am.
Man, and I'm digging them. I'm glad you shared these bands with me.
Brand new bands.
Brand new bands.
We're talking within the last 5 years-ish kind of thing, right?
Yeah, more or less.
For the most part.
Yeah. Got to start somewhere. So
we're going to talk about 5.
Who's number 1 then, Danger?
First band we're going to talk about. This is a band that I kind of got into or started looking on social media, coming across my feeds and seeing all this stuff. And the band's going to be called Gunshine.
Oh, Gunshine.
Wow.
I dig that band name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
cool band name. Cool singer.
The singer's got a rad voice, for sure.
Phenomenal guitar player.
Yeah. I think the guitar player put the band together, hey? Over COVID, and he was like, I got these riffs, I got a vision for a band, and he found the right singer to make it happen.
And he's a phenomenal player.
Oh, the riffs are amazing. And it's probably, Gunshine, out of these bands that you presented, they're probably slightly more metal-leaning.
They're on the heavier side.
But definitely like a solid
rock.
Slab of rock and roll throughout.
Absolutely. So they're based out of Florida.
Florida, yeah.
And you're right. The guitar player, I think, in the middle of the COVID shutdown, as we all got a little, what do they call it, cabin fever?
Cabin fever, right.
Right? And he's looking for something to do, so he decides he's going to put together this band. So I think it was him, and I can't remember if it was the drummer. Probably him and the drummer. They got together. And then the third person, they had to sort out a singer. Jordan Benson is the singer. And supposedly he's got some distant relation to Elvis Presley.
Oh, really?
Well, that's all right, Mama.
Yeah, I guess.
Better than nothing.
Claim to fame. Doesn't sound like Elvis.
No.
No, he doesn't.
Say not.
But these guys bring it, man.
Oh,
these guys bring the fire. And the first song I heard was a song called Swing Away. is amazing. So they got a number of videos. This song, the whole chorus is swing away. What does it sound like?
I was trying to think, like, what does this band sound like? I don't know. Like, the singer's got a really high, unique voice, screams it out at the same time.
Yeah, he sounds kind of like a little bit like Jason McMaster from Dangerous Toys, I think. The song Swing Away, to me, the chorus, I feel like it really resembles the song So Far Away by Wildside.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
It has that feel to it, a similarity, but I really like this. They got a heavier feel. It does have some nostalgia. It's like a new age 80s.
I love it. The guitar play on it is smoking hot, man.
Oh, the players are amazing.
They're all great players. You can tell that by just listening. They got an album and an EP, I believe, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they had their debut album, Gunshine, and then they had a Checkmate EP, and Swing Away was on the Checkmate EP. Their debut is a great album, too.
Oh, man.
Second song in the debut was a song called Daylight. They released a video for it, and it's an awesome track, too. So I would just say, if you're looking for stuff on the hard rock side, but has a little feel of that stuff that we've been missing so long, I think Gunshine is a band that you'd be very impressed with to check out.
Yeah, I think so. I can't even think of a band to compare them to, just for comparison's sake, you know. They're just like a really great hard rock band.
Yeah.
I love it, man.
Absolutely.
Singers sound so rad. I think these guys would be great live, too. Just looking at the videos and stuff.
Any of the clips that I've seen all over social media, they sound like they're awesome live.
Oh, yeah.
Right so on, Gunshine.
Man. Gunshine, check them out.
That's going to be our number one recommend. Not number one, we shouldn't say.
We're not doing
the first band.
Yeah, we're not doing any sort of order or anything. We're just talking about 5 bands.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, who's the number 2 band that we're going to chat about?
Okay, we're going to talk. There's another band that I want to talk about that I came across. This came on actually I was on TikTok and it came up, and it was a band called Ace Monroe.
Yes!
Oh,
and I saw a 90-second clip, and immediately I said, I got to go see who this band is and figure it out. So Ace Monroe is a band that I got introduced to, and just, again, it's got a little bit of that rock and roll feel that I've been missing for so long.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
And this band is based out of Nashville, I believe. Yeah.
Nashville. Yeah.
And they have like a twin guitar thing going on, like a Thin Lizzy twin guitar vibe going on.
Absolutely.
They definitely have like a 70s groove to them, but like it's 80s octane rock and roll at the same time.
Yeah. So these are younger guys too.
Yeah. Okay.
I think they're going to college or something. They're
really?
living in a dorm, and then kind of got together, a few of the guys. That's how the band kind of started.
Yeah, okay.
And growing up, living on music from the 70s, 80s, 90s type thing, and this is what their influences are.
Yeah.
And the first song that I heard was If You're Gonna Swing, Don't Miss. And great song. I mean, as soon as I saw it, I remember I was texting you. I texted our buddy Rick Thomas.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
And I was like, check this out, man. These guys are awesome.
Yeah.
They've got some really, really strong material.
Mm-hmm.
If You're Gonna Swing, Don't Miss is great. The opening track off their self-titled album was called Lightning, which is a phenomenal track. They got a song that's Bad News. If you're gonna go check them out, I would check out that track. It's super killer. But there was a song, I was listening to it the other day, and the song's called Come On, Come On. And I'm listening to this, and as soon as it starts, I was like, this just sounds completely like Cry Tough by Poison. the chord progression, everything. So
Yeah.
the song, it kind of veers off of that, but the intro, you're singing Poison all day long.
That guitar riff definitely.
Yeah.
Like you hear it once you clear, like, what does that sound like? Oh, Poison.
Yeah.
It's obviously not on purpose, hey? Just probably a major coincidence, but
I'm sure it's just, we grow up on what we grow up on,
Yeah.
and our influences sneak into our songwriting. It happens all the time.
okay, this guy's voice though, again, another rad singer. Like,
Yes.
and he looks like
So-
a great frontman too. They got the frontman moves.
Absolutely.
The
So the
rock and roll swagger.
singer's name is Robbie Dillon. On guitar, they got Josh Alfano, right? Rhythm guitar, Jack Kaiser. So you said you got the back and forth
Yep.
guitars. And then they got Eric McIntyre. He's on bass.
Oh yeah.
And who's their drummer?
I don't even know.
That's why I wrote it down.
Oh, okay.
Jonathan Tatools.
Toolies.
Tatulios.
I don't know,
Hey?
man. Sorry.
I don't know. But great band.
Great band for sure.
A lot of videos and stuff that we can check out.
I read some live reviews, hey, and they're like, this band smokes live. They just came out and third band opening, and they're like, they blew everyone away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, influences like Aerosmith, The Stones, Boston, Zeppelin, they list as influences. So, I guess if you like any of those bands, they're worth checking out.
They definitely have like a 70s vibe. And I love the band name, Ace Monroe.
Ace Monroe, great band name.
Yeah.
And what I found is the more I listened to this album, as I was going through it and you're getting into the 5th, 6th track, I'm like, these guys are really, really good.
Yeah.
Like, it's a great album. And all of these bands that we're talking about, the albums are all really, really good.
So, yeah.
There's no filler.
No, it's no filler.
It just feels like a bunch of good tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, Ace Monroe. They're on tour
Ace
right
Monroe.
now. I checked their website out. They're touring all over the place. So
Nice. Check them out.
check them out, Ace Monroe. I'm a new fan.
'Kay.
I gotta admit. Okay,
Third
Danger,
band.
Third band. Who are we talking about now?
Well, we're going to talk about a band called Dirty Honey.
Dirty Honey.
No way!
Dirty
Oh,
Honey.
Also, I love that band name.
Yes.
Yeah.
So here's a band. This would be the most established of the 5 bands
Yeah,
that
yeah.
we're going to talk about, right?
Yeah.
They've been around since, I think, 2017-ish.
Something like that.
Somewhere in there.
Based out of LA.
Based out of LA. What do we know about Dirty Honey?
Cheers to Dirty Honey, by the way. Well, what do we know? They formed like any other band. They just start plugging away, and they got some traction right away. They had their
Yes.
#1 Billboard hit with what song was it?
So, okay, let's back up for a
Back
second.
up.
Somehow, a track of theirs got in the hands of Slash, and they ended up getting put on tour to open up with Slash and Miles Kennedy.
Nice.
And then they even had some opening dates on the Guns N' Roses, not on this Lifetime tour.
Oh man, that would have been a sweet score, hey?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, you talked about a single.
Yeah.
What was the single called?
When I'm Gone.
When I'm Gone.
Yeah, man.
And it became what? The #1 single on Billboard Rock Radio
Yeah.
by an unsigned band.
That's awesome.
It's like the first time it's ever happened.
Good job.
Yeah. So here's a band. They don't even have a record deal yet or a major label deal.
Nope.
And they got a #1 single on rock radio. Probably because of the affiliation with Guns N' Roses / Miles Kennedy
Probably
and so
didn't
on.
hurt. Probably didn't hurt to get on the radio. And
Yeah.
this band rolled through our town here, I don't know, a couple years ago. I missed the show.
I know, I
was
missed
planning
it. I'm
to go.
kicking myself now because I wish I would have went.
I had a friend that went. He said it was so good.
Great songs, great band.
Yep.
Lots of that raw rock and roll energy.
Rock and roll energy, 70s swagger.
The first tune that I kind of came across with Dirty Honey was going to be Rollin' Sevens.
Yeah, yeah.
Cause now you know all my vices. Yeah, and you know where I've been. So baby, take another toast of the days. We rollin' sevens again. When you need a little loving, baby, I'm not low. When you need a little loving, now baby, turn me on. When you need a little loving, sugar all night long. When you need a little loving, when you need love,
That's a wicked tune.
What a great song.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Actually, their whole discography, and I was just listening to their latest, or one of their later albums today. Can't Find the Breaks. Is that what it's called? Can't Find the
Oh, yeah,
Breaks.
right. Yeah, that was good too.
Yeah, and there's a song on there called Rome, and it's got a slower feel to it, but I really dig it. I like all their material. They're a great band, and I'm so glad that I kind of came across their catalog.
Man, I'm stoked too.
Yeah.
I'm a little more familiar with Dirty Honey because I knew them from when they rolled through town there. I was stoked to go, but they just put out a live album, hey? And that's funny because they're such a high energy rock band. What do you do? You put out a live album. And then same with Ace Monroe, they just put out a live album too because that's how great they are live. So you gotta love a band that just like pulls that out. Like, you know what?
Here we go.
Kiss Alive too.
Yeah, right off the hop.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how we start, right? Because it did so well for Kiss.
Yeah.
They could just like start with a live album to
just the title. I was pretty impressed listening to the live release. It just came out actually, like
nice.
within the last couple of weeks.
Singers Mark LaBelle on guitar. They got John Notto. Bass. They got Justin Smolian. Drums. Jaden Beam.
Nice job, guys.
Hey, keep up the good work. Keep rocking.
You want to hear some more?
Fourth band we're going to talk about today. This is a band that I absolutely love. I've only came across this album like 3-4 days ago now, and I can't stop listening to it. The band is out of LA.
Oh man.
And they're called The Bites.
The Bites out of Hollywood.
What?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, this band.
The Bites, man.
They're a little more punk rock and roll. Hey, punk rock.
It does. It's
rock and roll. They got the gang vocals. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm a punk rock guy, and I love anything that just has that punk influence energy.
Absolutely. The singer is Jordan Tyler, I believe, and he had a TikTok page. He was singing all these renditions of classic rock songs and ended up getting like 2.5 million likes or something like that.
Oh, really?
Kind of blew up on his TikTok page, so he thought, hey, well, I might as well start a band and kind of stick to this formula, the good old stuff that they grew up on.
Oh, yeah.
To rock and roll.
Yeah.
All the stuff that we love.
Oh, man, I dig it so much.
So they got one album.
One album called The Squeeze, or Squeeze.
Squeeze.
Yep.
Is their debut album, and it opens up with a killer banger tune called Knocking on the Door.
Oh, yeah.
Knocking on the Door, to me, it kicks in and it sounds like You Got Another Thing Coming by Judas Priest with the chord progression.
Yeah.
But then, it sounds like Aphrodisiac Smile by Age of Electric.
Yeah! Here you come with your fast talking, slow walking, hard rocking with you. If I had a dime for every time you stepped on my heart, I buried you.
This is the song, yeah.
And Age of Electric is a band that we grew up with because they're from our neck of the woods here in Canada.
Yeah.
And they were fronted by Todd Kearns.
Nice.
Our favorite guy in rock and roll.
Who, if you don't know, plays bass in Slash's band with Miles Kennedy.
Plays bass
He's
with
Conspirator.
Slash. Fronts the band Took.
Played bass with
Sebastian
Michael,
Bach.
Hanoi Rocks.
Hanoi Rocks. Tracy Guns.
Tracy Guns album that he did.
It's got that Mind Shift band or
Or
Minecraft.
Mine.
Minefield.
It sounds to us, because we've heard that Aphrodisiac Smile a million times, but that song definitely takes a chunk out of that tune, for real.
Well, and I don't think it was necessarily. It's got such a great feel. I'm sure it's kind of a standard kind of rock and roll chord progression.
Yeah.
But great song, Knocking on the Door. Pretty Boys is the second track, and I love it. Pretty Boys and Cocaine.
Yeah, right.
And Heather Leather. This is a song that I think is so great. Heather Leather, you're gonna love her, or you'll love her if she's gonna let you, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Anyways, awesome song. I was singing it to my wife earlier, and I think it's so great. This is a band that I would love to travel down and check these guys out in Hollywood, man.
I'd love to see this band play on their home turf, for sure.
Yeah,
man.
Absolutely. Right? Hit the whiskey, the troubadour.
I'd be down.
Man,
And I
these
dig
guys are awesome.
their name, too, The Bites.
The Bites.
Yeah.
And I knew as soon as I heard this band, I thought of you.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I thought, this is a band that's got enough rock, but it's got a little bit of a punk edge to
for
it,
sure.
too. And I thought, this is a band that you would really like.
100%.
And I can't get enough of this album. I keep listening to it over and over. I actually messaged them yesterday because a post came across my feed, and I said, hey, I'm listening to your album right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, The Bites, check them out.
Check
They got
'em out.
one album, it's called Squeeze, and I heard that the title track got banned in the UK.
Oh, really? For what?
Yeah, for some sexual innuendos.
Oh,
I guess there's no actual bad lyrics or anything, but
Yeah.
it got banned off of radio because of the suggestive lyrics.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's pretty, like, given their, the British.
Tipper Gore, man.
Tipper Gore, yeah. Or what's that?
The PMRC
And they had Relax, Don't Do It. Yeah, right.
by Bloodhound Gang.
I don't do it. Anyways, everything's banned in the UK, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. But The Bites, check them out.
Check them out. Okay, man. Who's the final band we're gonna chat about?
It's come down to this.
Yeah.
It's going to be the Southern River Band.
Woo! This band rocks.
From Australia.
From Australia.
These guys rock.
Man, I love Australian rock, first of all.
Well, yes.
AC/DC,
Huh.
The Living End.
Oh.
There's a bunch of Australian bands I've been following. I can't recall them.
Oh, yeah, what were those ones? The ones that are big right now.
Oh, none of the bands.
Bobby and Nadine love. Come on, man. What are they called? Find out for us.
There's the
Feel like we're not really prepared for this episode.
Australian bands. Okay, AC/DC, Midnight Oil,
No.
In Excess,
Newer band.
Radio Birdman,
No.
The Saints,
No.
Wolfmother, The Vines?
That's not as good. No.
Jet. No, I think they're Powderfinger.
What are they called, man?
I'm curious too. Silverchair.
Oh, Silverchair's killer.
Yeah.
Hey?
Oh man, I haven't heard Silverchair in a long time.
They're go to
The Chats. Have you heard them?
No.
They sing with Australian accents. So good.
Okay.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Anyways, I gotta think of their name. I'm gonna type it
Just
in.
go like this and just like overdub it.
No, I'm gonna write it in.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
figure it out. Right?
Anyways, there's tons of great Australian bands, and this band is cut from that same cloth. They come out high energy, 70s swagger, rock and roll.
Love it.
Love it. The
Singer's
riffs.
voice is killer. These guys are always smoking darts.
Yeah.
Looking cool.
And like it's hard not to be like influenced by AC/DC, but these guys got a bit of that vibe, the bit of the swagger, hey?
Yeah. And so they got a newer album that just came out called DIY.
Yeah, DIY.
And first song is Vice City 3.
They got a guy somewhere overseas. This is the big time. You just gotta believe. You only get one shot. You better not miss. If you cover the crowd, probably end up face down in the gutter. We got another man down. Flew too high, too close to the sun.
yeah.
is the first track on it. And this track, it's got such a killer riff, such a great
so many good
feel.
riffs on this album.
And this song actually reminds me of the song Outlaw by The Scream.
The Scream.
Long hard trails underneath the Texas sun. Rolling through the town, I was looking for some action. Tired and a cactus and my back against the wall. Sucking down the hoops, I heard the
Scream.
The Scream, yeah.
John Corabi's
Yeah, it has that, like,
band from back then.
It's just that riff plays to that a little bit, hey?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, man.
Great vocal line, great song, fires me up, pump up song for sure.
For sure, yeah.
Such a great song. So look, if you're gonna go look up Southern River Band, you want to check out a few tunes. First one you want to check out, it's gonna be Vice City 3.
Vice City 3.
I would say you want to check out Chimney.
Chimney, yeah.
Chimney is a phenomenal song.
I love that intro riff too.
Yeah. And they also got a song called like Stan Quailin, which I find, or Stan Quailin, whatever it's going to be. This is a song that kind of, it almost has an instrumental vibe going to it, but then the lyrics actually kick in. But the lyrics don't kick in for the first like 2 minutes of the song, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
But it's not your straightforward verse, chorus, bridge, verse, chorus type song, right? So it's really, really interesting, and there's a lot of great playing in it. This is a great band. I just love it. And these guys were opening for The Darkness, one of my favorite bands.
Yeah, yeah.
Throughout their Australian leg of the tour, which I found was super cool.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
We got to do a thing on Australian rock there, Danger.
Australia's had some just killer bands.
So many great bands.
And I love Australia.
I know, me too.
Only been there once.
Never been there.
But I love it.
Yeah. I love the music.
Yeah.
It's it's always so like hard rock. What makes them rock so hard in Australia, you know?
I know.
Is it the
Bring it back.
Is it the Vegemite?
Everyone said rock and roll's dead. Bring it back.
Oh, I think it's all just in Australia.
Vegemite?
Have you tried that ever?
No, I haven't.
Don't do it. Don't do it, bud.
Don't try the Vegemite sandwich.
Yeah, right. So here we are. Those are our top 5 bands. Little River Band, The Bites, Dirty Honey, Ace Monroe.
Oh, yeah.
What was the other one?
Don't forget Gunshine.
Gunshine.
Forgot about Gunshine.
That was my favorite band name out of the
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah. All good bands.
All great bands.
Check them out. If you got any other recommendations you want to send our way, let us know.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We're always looking to listen to new music, especially stuff that rocks.
Yeah, man.
But these are 5 great bands that hair metal headbangers need to know.
Check them out, guys.
Check them out.
Gals. Yeah.
And if you watch this far, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you do us a favor and share this video with your friends, because that's what kind of keeps our channel flowing.
Yeah, do us a solid here, pal.
Yeah.
We doing a mixtape for this, Danger? I think we should.
Could do a mixtape.
Rock and Danger
mixtape.
mixtape. Yeah, check it out in the description. We're going to have a couple tracks from each band.
Playlist.
A little playlist there to...
The YouTube playlist.
That's why we got to rock it out, man.
Now we gotta go further, because now we gotta pick some tunes from each of these bands.
I know. That's one more step.
Woo! I love it.
Dedicated rock and rollers, hey, bud?
Nice.
All right.
Peace
rock
out.
Living it all the way. Time to fly, hit the sky like a motherfucker, pushing it day by day. Let me in, let me win, let me do.
Hey, I'm Scotty Rock.
And I'm Nathaniel Danger.
We should do an episode in French sometime. Bonjour. Je m'appelle Scott. Scotty Rock.
How do you say rock in French?
That'd be my name, so it would just...
Oh, yeah. Je m'appelle Scotty Rock.
Je m'appelle Scotty Rock.